Welcome to The Real with Joseph Labman. I am Joseph Labman. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of The Real, taking time out of your day to come watch this episode. I really appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe for me. I'd really appreciate that as well. That's the best way you can support this channel and help me grow my content and grow this channel to where I'd like it to be. Everybody hit the like button for me on the way in on this video today. That also helps promote this video more in the algorithms, helps grow this channel more as well. Please share this content. I would really appreciate that. My guests would as well. If you would please share this episode with someone you know that maybe is interested in the topic we're talking about today. Please leave a comment below as well. We'd love to hear your guys' feedback. You can interact with myself and the guest on the panel and the live chat as well. Whatever we're talking about, just leave a comment there in the live chat. Pop in and say hello. We'll put it on the screen for you. And yeah, without further ado, let's get to the show.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to The Real with Joseph Labman. I am not Joseph Labman. I am Mike Antonase, the professional fan, and I am doing your live play-by-play and reaction to Browns versus Steelers. A lot of storylines we're working with today. I might be joined by my amazing host, Joseph Labman, later in the second half. But as you're coming in, please like, subscribe, share the content, no matter where you're watching, either Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube. It really helps us support the show, grow the show, all of that good stuff. And if you'd like, join us later this evening as Joseph Labman and company will be talking about a little bit of post-game to this game and NFL Sunday, as well as getting into the college football playoff that we got going on. Already a couple fun storylines happening over there in the college football landscape. A lot of weird things happening with the seeding, and they're a little bit more intellectual when it comes to that than I am. But great game today. A lot of storylines happening. The Steelers are trying to maintain their spot in the division, trying to take the AFC North title. The Browns playing for pride, as they would say, as they're 3-9, but they're still playing. There's no quit on this team. A lot of questions about the Browns in the offseason, and feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking about the Browns season, what we need moving forward in order to kind of rectify the situation that the Browns have found itself in. Obviously, Deshaun Watson more than likely played his last snap in a Cleveland Browns uniform. He kind of made his own bed there, didn't he, folks? So looking at quarterbacks in the draft, I'm not super excited about quarterbacks this year, but there's probably one I like. That's about it. Shedeur Sanders, he won't be there. Looks like the game is about to be underway. But as you're coming in, folks, please leave a like, leave a subscribe, leave a share as you're coming in. Yeah, and please leave a comment. I'd be happy to answer any questions or let me know what you're thinking. Are you a Steelers fan? Are you a Browns fan? Are you just tuning in as your team play later? All of that good stuff. Should probably plug my own show while I'm on here. I will be starting a show as well as on the For Real Media Network called The Professional Fan. I'm going to be deep diving into draft analysis, free agent analysis, overall NFL analysis, but really going to get plugged in with free agency and the draft. It's going to be an interesting one this year, folks, for the draft. There's not a lot of strength at key positions. Wide receiver outside of the first round, it's not looking great. There's not really any tackles that I like at all. And as far as quarterback goes, like I said, outside of Shedeur Sanders, there's a lot of question marks. We're going to have to see what happens. But this upcoming draft, great in running back, great in defensive tackle, in linebacker, surprisingly strong in safety. And a lot for the Browns to kind of like think about. And key positions that the Browns need, this draft is relatively strong in. So I'd be interested to see. I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns don't even take a quarterback this year, folks. I wouldn't blame them. Unless there's somebody in the second or third round that they like. There's a couple of names out there. I know Jackson Dart's been floating around, but a couple of circles. Good old FanDuel commercial playing now. Bet responsibly. But yeah, as you're coming in, folks, leave us a like, subscribe, share the content, no matter where you're at. We greatly appreciate it. It's great for the show. And no matter where you're listening into, thank you so much for joining us. About a couple minutes away from kickoff here. What do you guys think? You guys think that the Browns have a chance to upset the Steelers today? If we do, it would be the first time we've won in Pittsburgh since 2003 and the first sweep of the Pittsburgh Steelers since the 90s. So not a great track record at Acrisure Stadium. I almost called it Heinz Field again. At Acrisure Stadium. And it looks like we are going to be starting kickoff. All right, folks. If you're just joining us, leave us a like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Great game on today. AFC North rivalry, and we got Hard Knocks too. All right, it looks like the Browns won the kickoff, and they will defer. Pittsburgh will receive the first half kickoff. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, show me some love. Come on, give me a hug. Give me a little kiss, just a little one. No tongue. Don't need any tongue. Dustin Hopkins ready to kick it away. Brown special teams has been struggling this year a little bit. Hopkins, after his little Linsanity run last year, hasn't really shaken out too well. I believe he's like 15 of 22 from the field goal line this year. And the Browns are going to kick it into the Steelers' end zone, and they're just going to let it into a touchback. Russell Wilson and the Steelers starting from their own 30-yard line. He had a pretty good week last week against Cincinnati. He had 414 pass yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. Completed 29 of his 38 passes, but definitely a little bit better than he was in Denver. Definitely because of his coaching staff, I imagine. And we're underway, folks. Russell Wilson is under center with Najee Harris lined in the backfield. He motions Freiermuth left to right. And it looks like they're going to get the Browns already on a encroachment. See if anybody jumped on the offensive line first. Nope. Encroachment on the defense. It's going to be 1st and 5, Pittsburgh. Shelby Harris with the neutral zone infraction. They're in the same formation. Russell Wilson under center. Najee Harris lined up to his back. Najee Harris. Gain of about 2. Second and 2, Pittsburgh. This Steelers offensive line has been doing very well for having a lot of young talent on it. Zach Frazier and Mason McCormick among some of them. I really liked McCormick coming out of the draft as a guard. All righty, it looks like there's going to just dump it off to Darnell Washington. They're going to lose yards. That's Devin Bush on the tackle. Former first-round pick from the Steelers. 3rd and 3, Pittsburgh. Myles Garrett, 10 sacks on the season, 4th most in the NFL. Trying to win yet another Defensive Player of the Year. 3rd and 3. For all of the improvements on Pittsburgh's offense, they are not well on 3rd down. It's play action. Myles Garrett pursuing. Russell Wilson looking downfield, going deep. No dice. And they're going to have to punt. He overthrew Williams. And Pittsburgh will bring out the punting unit. That was Martin Emerson on the coverage. Martin Emerson hasn't had a stellar year this season. If you're just joining us, folks, please leave us a like, leave us a share, subscribe, no matter where you're watching, either Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. I appreciate you joining us. That is Kadarius Toney on the return. Pretty big punt, about 50-yard punt, about a 10-yard or so return. 1st and 10 Browns. And we're going to see Jameis Winston coming out, who had a pretty great week last week other than the 2 pick sixes. Almost 500 yards passing, 34-58 through the air, 4 touchdowns to 3 picks. Probably would have won the game in Denver if it weren't for those pick sixes. And in Jameis's own words, may the Lord himself deliver us from pick sixes today, Browns fans. Jameis Winston. Getting the play call in. Alrighty, folks. Nick Chubb lined up in the backfield. Jameis Winston under center. Motions Blake Whiteheart inside. That's our tight end 3. Signed up for the practice squad. Motions Jerry Jeudy inside as well. Delayed handoff. Ooh, and Jack Conklin just missed TJ Watt, and that's going to be a big loss. Seemed to be some miscommunication on the line there, folks. Don't even understand what happened. Hey, he's just going to go unblocked to Nick Chubb. Seemed like maybe Jameis thought that Nick was going to be on the other side of him. It's going to be a loss of 5 on 1st down, 2nd and 15. Jameis under center, motioning Jerry Jeudy in. Pressure. Nice pressure pickup by Chubb. Jameis is just going to dirt it. 3rd and 15. Looks like Jameis is arguing with the ref, saying that like someone grabbed his face mask. Is that true? Oh, well. There was a little bit of helmet-to-helmet contact. Oh, yeah, there was helmet-to-helmet contact. That was Alex Highsmith. They didn't call it, though. Go figure. Thank you, Joy. Love you, too. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Hurry up. Jameis back to pass. Looking, and he's going to get sacked. Alex Highsmith with the sack. Quick 3-and-out by the Browns. Looks like there was a lot of miscommunication on that first drive. Ethan Postis just gets absolutely pushed back. He has been just bad this year, folks. Hopefully Luke Whippler comes back better from his listening in Florida. Go Browns. Thank you, Jennifer. A lot of snowbirds, I know, are heading that way for the holiday season, but I'm glad that you're still sticking with Cleveland even through this. Corey Bajorquez punting out of his own end zone. And, it was going to be a short punt. And Steelers are going to get it at their own 40. Oh, you live there? I know. I'm just having a little fun. Know a lot of snowbirds down there. Folks, if you're just joining us, give us a like, share this content, helps the show a lot. No matter where you're listening to, either Facebook, YouTube, or X. Alrighty, folks. Well, the Steelers are getting pretty good starting field position from their 40. That was a very bad first drive from the Browns offense. Looks like they're dialing up the pressure today. Russell Wilson under center, handoff to Najee Harris. Najee's got a pretty big hole. 1st down and more to the 30 until he's eventually pushed out by Denzel Ward at about the 25. Oh, the whiteout game? That was a good game to be at, Jennifer. You're born in the land. Great city. At least the Cavs are doing well, if you're a Cavs fan as well. Yeah. First and 10 from the Steelers' own 25, about the 15, really. Toss play to Najee Harris. Najee has yet another giant hole. Tackled by Isaiah McGuire, about the 10. All C-Town except a Bruins fan. Interesting. Don't blame you for not being a Guardians fan. The Dolans aren't the best owners in the world. We did get Shane Bieber back, though, on a one-year deal. Great to see him staying in Cleveland. Very surprising. 2nd and 3 from the Steelers' own 8-yard line or so. Russell Wilson under center. Najee Harris lined up behind him. Don't blame him. Toss play to Najee. Why not? And he's going to get about a yard, maybe 2. 3rd and about 1 from the 7-yard line. Oh, meant hockey. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be a Jackets fan either. Unfortunately, I am. Luckily, we don't cover hockey too much on this show. Russell Wilson under center. Jalen Warren lined up behind him in the backfield. And he's just gonna take it, but it looks like there's gonna be a false start on the offense. It looks like Zach Frazier might have moved a little early. Oh, that ALDS run was a lot of fun. Hopefully the Tribe can build up a little bit, maybe sign a free agent or two. Yep, false start on the offense on the Steelers. It's going to be 3rd and 6. That's a big thing. It was Dan Moore, actually, offensive tackle. Yeah, it looks like he just jumps a little early. I actually don't see the false start, but here, Browns get a break. I won't complain. Third and 6, Russell Wilson in shotgun. Jalen Warren lined up to his right with 2 receivers wide right. He snaps the ball. Pressure coming instantaneously. Oh, the ball's hit in the air. It's a live ball. Oh, and they're going to say it was incomplete. 4th and 6. It looks like Russell Wilson went back to pass. Who got their paw on it? Let's see. Oh, it looks like nobody. It looks like Russell Wilson just threw that into the back of Zach Frazier. So the Steelers going to attempt a field goal. Chris Boswell, probably one of the best field goal kickers in the NFL right now. And it's good. Steelers go up to an early 3-0 lead after getting a nice starting field position. See if the Browns offense can respond, calm down a little bit, just a little bit. And the game's on commercial break, folks, but we are not. So if you're just joining us, please show us some love. Give us a like, subscribe, share wherever you're watching the content. We want to thank you for watching the content. My name is Mike Antonase. I am joined by the sweet sound of silence today. Oh, here comes Joseph. And he's gone. I'm joined today by the sweet sound of silence. Generally, I'm joined by my great host, Joseph Latman. We cover a lot of NFL, NBA, sports, and mental health content here on this show. So if you like any of those things, please like, subscribe, and share. It helps out the show a lot. Today, I'm doing play-by-play. And later this evening, there's going to be yet another post-game reaction, as well as a nice show on the college football playoffs. They got the Bucks on down there, Jennifer. I bet Baker Mayfield's having a very okay season for himself. I don't know what the standings in the NFC South are right now. I think Atlanta's still leading by a hair. And this show, just so you know, folks, is brought to you by our sponsor, me. I'm am going to be starting a show known as The Professional Fan with deep dives into draft and free agent analysis in this offseason. And this is a really unique draft if you would like to join us, because this draft is kind of unique in that it's not very top heavy. It's kind of spread out all around. Not a lot of like high quality quarterbacks in this draft. It's going to be an interesting take to see how it all shakes out. Oh, thank you, Danny boy. Appreciate you. Go Browns indeed. Folks, if you're just joining us, Steelers just went up by a field goal after the Browns went a quick 3-and-out in their own minus territory after a good punt. So now Chris Boswell is going to kick it off. Looks like Jerome Ford and Pierre Strong Jr. are the return mans. And it's going to sail into the end zone. Jerome Ford's just going to kneel it down. Browns starting at their own 30. And for all of Jameis Winston's faults, you got to say he's come a long way from being the number 1 overall pick in the draft, coming out of a highly, highly anticipated Knowles team, national champion. Just had a ton of picks. Got LASIK, as he would say. Got a little bit better. Had the least amount of picks under Sean Payton when he was with the Saints. And now it brings us to him in the NFL in the Browns gear. Jameis Winston and shotgun. Nick Chubb lined up to his left. Quick run play. Nick Chubb's got a little bit of room. Finds a seam. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Jerome Ford. Pick up about 7 yards. Good first run on first down. A couple hard questions are going to have to ask about the Browns and our offensive line. Got to get younger in the interior. I love Joel. He hasn't looked like old Joel this year. All right. Jameis Winston and shotgun. Nick Chubb lined up to his left. 2 receivers, wide right. He motions Mike Ford. It's a run play. Nick Chubb finds a seam. First down. Game of about 5. Folks, if you're just joining us, give us a like, subscribe, share, no matter where you're joining us from, Facebook, YouTube, or X. We want to thank you so much for joining us. Running a lot more out of the shotgun. A couple draw plays. They're getting a little cute with the run game. I actually like it. All right, Jameis Winston under center. Nick Chubb lined up in his backfield. Motions Blake Whiteheart inside. It's a toss play. And Nick Chubb's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ethan Posich, once again, just no push in the interior. Switching to YouTube. Appreciate that, Jennifer. It's going to be 2nd and 10, I believe. It might give him a yard. Yep, no, 2nd and 10. Jameis shotgun. Motions Pierre Strong Jr. wide. Alone in the backfield, Jameis. Looking, throwing, caught! Elijah Moore! The 45, pick up about 18. Elijah Moore with just a great comeback route. Ooh, and that was tipped, too, by Keanu Benton. Still found Elijah Moore. Jameis shotgun. Nick Chubb, I believe, lined up to his left. 2 receivers wide right. It's a pass play. Jameis looking. Oh, almost picked off. He was targeting David Njoku, and they jumped the route. It was very close. Got away with one, folks. Hey, he just threw that inside. He got to find David on a little bit more of an out. Oof. Could have been bad. Second and 10. Jameis in shotgun. 4 receivers wide right, 2 tight ends. Jameis looking. Quick play to Jerome Ford. He's going to get about a yard. Quick dump off. 3rd and 9. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Jerome Ford lined up to his right. He motions Jordan Akins to his left. Hikes the ball. Jameis looking. Throwing downfield. Caught Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown! He never took his eyes off downfield. He finds Jerry on a scramble. He just breaks free. Huge play by the Browns. First catch of the day. Wow. He just breaks the pocket, constantly looking downfield. Jerry Jeudy just breaks free completely, folks. He has been spectacular with Jameis Winston. Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point. And it is good. Browns take an early 7-3 lead with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter with a huge 40-yard catch and run touchdown by 3. And the game is on commercial break, folks, but we are not. If you are just joining us, no matter where you are watching, either that is Facebook, YouTube, or X, please leave us a like, leave us a share, subscribe. We do NFL play-by-play, NBA play-by-play, and NFL analysis all the time. We also do mental health content. If any of that sounds like your cup of tea, please like, subscribe, share. It really helps out the show. Leave a comment, all that good stuff. Let us know where you're joining us from. If you're a Steelers fan, Browns fan, NFL fan, just waiting for your primetime team to come on, greatly appreciate it. Wow. What a play by Jameis Winston. What a play by Jerry Jeudy. That trade is looking better and better through every Sunday, folks. Got him for Andrew Berry trades a 5th round pick. You think Jerry Judy's just kind of not shaken up in the NFL? Comes here. He's 4th in receiving yards out of all the receivers. And we signed him almost immediately to an extension, 3-year extension, $18 million a year, which right now, folks, if you understand receiving contracts, that is an absolute damn steal right now. For all of his faults, and Andrew Berry's not perfect, his trades, for the most part, have looked pretty good. Pass protection has not been a problem this year either. It's really just run game protection. Thank you all if you're just joining us. Give us a like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Browns just got a huge touchdown catch by Jerry Jeudy. Dustin Hopkins is away to kick it off back to Pittsburgh. Browns up 7-3 against rival Steelers in Pittsburgh. Jameis, 3 and 4, 56 yards and a touchdown on that drive. And they're just going to kick this away to touchback. Steelers will start from their own 30-yard line. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a spaghetti mouth. Just took a sip of my favorite beverage. We appreciate that, Jennifer. Always good to hear. I had to grow into my voice. Should have heard me before puberty. All right, folks. Russell Wilson is in shotgun. Jaylen Warren lined up to his right. It is a wide receiver screen to Darnell Washington, who's promptly taken down by Mahmoud Diabate, second-year UDFA out of Utah, who has found a very good starting role in the middle of the field for the Browns. Second and 12, Steelers going hurry up, quick pass play, and caught. I believe that's Van Jefferson. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Scotty Miller. If you're a Bucs fan listening in, that name should ring a bell. I believe he won a Super Bowl with you guys. Third and 4. Russell Wilson in shotgun. He motions Jaylen Warren for extra pass pro. 2 wide receivers wide right. Pat Freiermuth is inside in the slot for extra protection. They chip Miles. Pressure coming. Russell just throws it to get it away. 4th down. Nice defensive sequence right there. Miles had the pressure. Russell Wilson was just forced to throw it away. Yeah, they chip Miles, and he just runs right around Dan Moore, and it looks like he lays a hit onto Russell. It looks like Obo Okoronkwo also got there up the middle. They're just going to have to punt it away, folks. Waitman, first punt was a booming 60 yards, and there's a flag on the field. I have no idea what for. Let's see if we could get a little bit of explanation. And they're going to say it was intentional grounding by Russell Wilson. Loss of downs, and Browns should get a little bit better starting field position, so that's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It was a late flag. Looks like they tried to rush the punt unit on the field before they had time to review it. Yeah, there was no one around. Waitman out to punt. Ooh, they almost got there. Actually, I think they did. Yeah, somebody got a hand on it and it just falls to about the 38 or so. Great defensive sequence after the Browns. Just amazing score by Jerry Jeudy. And the game's on commercial, folks, but we are not. So if you're just joining us, no matter where you are watching, either X, YouTube, or Facebook, please like this content, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Leave a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. It really helps out the show, helps engagement, all that good stuff. My name is Mike Antonese. You're watching live play-by-play and reaction on The Real. Thank you for sharing, Jennifer. Highly appreciate that. Browns settling in early. It looked like the Steelers had a little bit of momentum at the start of the first quarter, and the Browns quickly took that away. Big touchdown drive from Jameis Winston, Jerry Jeudy, then a quick 3-and-out. Good pressure from the entire defensive line, as a matter of fact. Honestly, I don't know why the Steelers didn't go back to the run game as much as the Browns have been trying to. Can't find you on YouTube. Got it. Joseph, if you're listening in, could you share our YouTube link in the chat on Facebook or in the comments section? That should be shared here soon. You're hearing my dogs excited about the Browns game. Only time when they're barking actually kind of makes sense. He's getting everybody hyped. Aren't you, Watson? Good boy. And he is not named for Deshaun Watson, folks. I'm just a Sherlock Holmes fan. Alrighty. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Jerome Ford lined up to his right. Elijah Moore in the backfield as well. He motions Elijah Moore wide left. It's a run play. Jerome Ford up the middle. Gets about, they might give him 4 yards. Good game in Minnesota. 7-7. Looks like Minnesota just scored. Tampa looks like it's up 14-0 over the Raiders. Yep, 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Nick Chubb lined up to his left. Just nobody was looking back for the ball. He just kind of sails it over 2 tight ends. There was Blake Whiteheart and David Njoku in the vicinity. Looks like they both kind of got tied up as the ball was being released, and they just weren't looking back for the ball. Yeah, a little bit of a strange bunch formation. 3rd and 6. 50% on 3rd down conversions today. Motions Jerome Ford in the backfield. Bunch set. Motions Elijah Moore out. Quick wide receiver screen. Oh, and Elijah Moore is hit in the backfield. The Browns are going to have to punt. There's a flag on the play, though. Let's check the marker. Oh, roughing the passer, and that is going to be a 1st down, Browns. 15-yard penalty. Let's see who's credited with the foul. That is Alex Highsmith. Alex Highsmith committed the roughing the passer penalty, and fresh set of downs and 15 yards for the Browns. Mike Tomlin's not happy. Little ticky-tacky, but I won't complain. They got him on the... not going to lie, folks, I don't love that call, but here, if it helps the Browns, again, I won't complain. That's right, Watson. 1st and 10 Browns. Nick Chubb lined up in the backfield. Kadarius Toney in for his first offensive snap. It's a run. Nick Chubb up the gut. Gets about a yard. He had a hole to the right. That's right, Watson. It's going to be about 2-yard pickup. 2nd and 8. Yeah, I don't know why Chubb didn't just run to his right. Looked like he had some space there. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Nick Chubb lined up to his right. 3 receivers wide left. He motions Jerry Jeudy to his right. Jameis snaps the ball. Looking. Ooh, he just throws it outside. Didn't give Judy a chance to catch it. Joey Porter on coverage. 3rd and 8. Jameis today, 3 of 7, 56 yards and a touchdown. Browns still up 7-3, 2 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the first quarter. If you're just joining us, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff helps out the channel immensely. 3rd and 8. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Showing the lovely people of Pittsburgh in the stands. 3 receivers, wide left, 1 wide right. Jameis looking, and they're going to blow the play dead. I think they're going to say delay game. Oof. Going to be 3rd and long now, 3rd and 13 for the Browns. Kevin Stefanski's not happy. I don't blame him for not wasting a timeout. Got to wait until the second quarter. Third and 13. Jameis Winston. Shotgun. Motions Jerome Ford into pass pro. 3 receivers wide left. Snaps the ball. He's just going to dump it off to David. Give David a chance to make a play. Gets it to about the 40-yard line, but short of the first yard line. It's going to be about 4th and 7. Pick of about 6. And the Browns are just going to have to punt it away. See if they can pin him back far, though. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. His first punt was 48 yards. Bajorquez back to punt. And it's away. High flying punt. Oh, and it bounces, takes a friendly Browns bounce, and they're going to be down at the 7-yard line. Corey Bajorquez has been doing that all season, folks. Great punt. Unfortunately, he's been doing it all season, I should say. If you're just joining us, folks, the game is on commercial, but we are not. My name is Mike Antonace, and you are watching The Real with Joseph Ladman. Joseph Ladman is our lovely host. He is out right now, busy, but he will be here later in the evening for a Browns post-game reaction as well as a college football playoff show. Yeah, we do need an interception or a fumble, Jennifer. I agree. So if you would like to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, greatly helps the show. Let us know where you're joining us from. If you're just joining, or if you just want to tune in and listen to the sweet, succulent sound of my voice and all the alliteration that comes with it, don't mind that either. About 2 minutes or so to go in the first quarter. Browns still up by 4, 7-3 game. Been a little bit of a defensive battle in the first quarter, other than a huge 35-yard touchdown catch. Do it for Donovan. I agree. This whole season should be memorialized for Mr. Cleveland, as we would call him. He did it till he couldn't do it anymore. And we're all going to miss Jim Donovan. It wasn't a Sunday without him, really. All right, folks. If you're just joining us, Browns still up by 4. Steelers are starting at about their 7-yard line. Long way to go. All right, Russell Wilson under center. Najee Harris lined up in the backfield. Browns going one high safety. It's a quick wide receiver screen to Scotty Miller. And he's going to get 10 yards, about the 20. Greg Newsome gave him a little bit too much cushion, if you ask me. Oh, that's a great shirt, Jennifer. So, okay, he's not going to get a first. It's going to be about 2nd and 1. Russell Wilson under center with Najee Harris lined up in the backfield. Scotty Miller's wide left. It's going to be a toss play to Najee. He's going to be met very quickly for a loss of about 1. That is Juwan Briggs on the tackle, as well as Jordan Hicks. Juwan Briggs, 7th-round pick out of Cincinnati, former Bearcat. 3rd and 2, they're going to go hurry up. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Najee Harris lined up to his right. They're going to snap the ball. Russell's going to float it out for Scotty Miller. Just throws it out of bounds. 4th and 2. The Browns are going to get the ball back real quick. Wow. Scotty Miller just couldn't get any separation. I think they're trying to get hurry up so that wide 9 technique that Jim Schwartz likes to run doesn't get the pass rush there. But unfortunately, with no George Pickens, they're just not getting any separation. Waitman going to punt from about the 5. Kadarius Toney taking it from the 30. Ooh, dipping, bobbing and weaving for a gain of 7. Browns will start at about the 37-ish. About 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Jameis Winston had a great drive earlier in the first for a touchdown to Jerry Jeudy. Since then, a little quiet. Both defenses showed up to play. 43 seconds to go in the first. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Jerome Ford lined up to his right. 3 receivers wide right. It's a run play. No room for Jerome, and he's going to lose yardage. Oof. 2nd and about 12. 2nd and 11, I apologize. It's Cam Hayward on the tackle. Yeah, this offensive. Oh, wow. Landon Roberts just made Ethan Posich look like a joke. Just pushes him down to the ground. My God, do we need a center? 2nd and 11, Jameis Winston. Don't have to run a play if they don't want to. And they're just going to take this to the end of the first, just trying to get someone to jump off sides. End of the first quarter, folks. Browns up by 4, 7-3 here in Pittsburgh. And the game is on commercial break, folks, but I am not. So if you're just joining us, no matter where you're watching, whether that's Facebook, X, or YouTube, please give us a like, subscribe, share the content. Helps us out a ton. My name is Mike Antonis. I am on The Real with Joseph Latman. Joseph Latman is our lovely host. We cover NBA, NFL, and mental health content. If any of that sounds like your cup of tea, please do what I just said, like, subscribe, and share. There's going to be another show later this evening where Joseph is actually going to be back, and he's going to be doing a post-game reaction with our panel, as well as a little bit of college football playoff talk. Had some exciting bowl games last night. Georgia upsetting Texas. I know I didn't see that coming. Oregon and Penn State had one that kind of went down to the wire. Clemson upset SMU. I don't think SMU's even in it anymore. And let's see. Louisiana lost to Marshall. I know a lot of people didn't have Marshall winning that game either. If you're just joining us, folks, too, leave a comment. Let us know where you're watching from. Brisbane, Australia, 4 a.m. on Monday morning. Thank you for joining us from Australia, Nick. Oh, you're a Steelers fan. It's fine. Not everybody can be perfect, but thank you so much for joining us. You guys are having a great season in all seriousness. Who has the ball? It is the Browns' ball. Start of the second quarter is about to be underway. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Browns from about their own 36. Thank you for tuning in, Alejandro. Second and 11. Jameis Winston in shotgun. 3 receivers wide right. Jerry Jeudy wide left. Jameis looking, pressure, coming, surveying, and he's just going to throw this away. 3rd and 11. Here. Avery, thank you so much for joining us. Here. Steelers, Browns, doesn't matter. Not everybody can be perfect, but thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Jennifer, for posting the YouTube link. Greatly appreciate that. Third and 11. Jameis Winston in shotgun. 3 receivers wide right. To his left. Jameis snaps the ball. Pressure coming. Jameis is going to throw. He didn't give Mike Woods a chance. Mike Woods was open on an out route, and he just throws it out of bounds. Not a good play by Jameis. Mike Woods was open, too. Corey Bajorquez on the punt. Browns still up 4. And booming punts, and this one is going to go into the Steelers' end zone. They'll start from their own 20. Quick 3 and out. Dog check. Exactly. Folks, if you're just joining us, please give us a like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Browns up by 4, start of the second quarter. Just went 3 and out. Russell Wilson working from his own 20-yard line. He's in shotgun. Jaylen Warren is lined up to his left. Looks like he's going to motion Van Jefferson back and forth, seeing coverage. Browns showing pressure. Russell hikes the ball. Browns send 5. Pressure's good. And Russell's just going to have to throw this away. Good coverage, good pressure. 2nd and 10, Steelers. Jets just scored in their division rivalry against Miami. Jets are having just as bad of a season as us Browns. Russell Wilson's under center. Jaylen Warren lined up in the backfield. 2 receivers wide left. Motioning Van Jefferson. Handoff. Oh, what a play! Cam Thomas just absolutely split the tackles and hits Jaylen Warren in the backfield. Huge loss. They didn't guard Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas was signed off of waivers, second week as a Brown, making a huge play. 3rd and 16. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Snaps the ball. Russell's going to run it. He's looking. He's just going to slide down. That's 4th down. Good play by the Cam Thomas and the Browns, forcing the Steelers to punt it away. Great play. That's how you make sure you stay a starter. Waitman back to punt. Gonna go. Kadarius Toney has some room to run. He's gonna take it to the 40. Spins it about to the 45. Return of about 15 yards. Jameis Winston warming up on the sideline. And the game is on commercial, folks, but we are not. So if you're just joining us, please like, subscribe, share. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Whether you're a Browns or Steelers fans, doesn't matter. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're joining us. Like I said, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It helps us out a lot on the show. We cover NFL, NBA, all that good stuff. Later this evening, our host will be back, Joseph Latman. He will be doing a post-game reaction as well as a analysis of the college football playoff. All that good stuff. Great stand by the Browns. Huge loss caused by Cam Thomas. He's one of 2 players that we signed off of waivers. Cam Thomas was floating out there, and we also signed, I believe, James Houston from Detroit. Funny, they cut James Houston after they traded for Zadarius Smith, and then we signed James Houston. Steelers just can't get anything really going offensively. When they try to run, we know they're going to run. They're hitting the backfield, and there's really nothing going in the pass. Browns secondary's held up pretty well today after struggling the past couple of weeks. I will admit, outside of George Pickens, the Steelers don't exactly have any studs out there at their wide receiver room. They just have good working-class wide receivers, as we would call them. And their tight ends have been pretty much absent. Haven't seen anything out of Freiermuth or Darnell Washington. Haven't seen Najee out there much either. I don't know if he's injured or not. Maybe we'll hear more in the halftime. I've seen Jalen Warren out there a lot. I don't know if Najee's dealing with something. Alrighty, folks, and we're back. 1st and 10. Browns working from their own 45. 13 minutes left in the first quarter. Jameis Winston under center with Nick Chubb lined up in the backfield. Browns winning the time of possession game, but just barely. It's play action. Ooh, it was a screen play, and it's picked off. Picked off by Keanu Benton. My God, what a bad play by Jameis. I don't know what he was thinking there. They set up the screen, but the pressure was just getting to him. And they read that screen well. Ugh. Bad play. Bad play. All right, Russell Wilson's under center. There's Najee Harris lined up in the backfield, starting from their own 30. So it was a wide receiver screen, and Russell Wilson just overthrew it. 2nd and 10 Steelers. Don't know if Russell has the yips. He hasn't had a good day all day, really. It's 4 of 10, only 14 yards on the day. Russell Wilson under center. Oh, that's actually Cordarrelle Patterson. That is not Najee Harris. Huh. Gain of about 1 for the Steelers. 3rd and 9. Oh, let's say he gained 3. Yeah, that's going to be a... Jameis Winston, 4 of 11 today, 62 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Yeah, that was not a good play, was it, Jenny? 3rd and 7, though. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Jaylen Warren lined up to his right. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Browns showing heavy pressure. They just send 4. Sim pressure. And Russell Wilson's just going to throw it away, and there's a flag on Calvin Austin. They're going to say it's PI on Greg Newsome. Ah, yeah, got a hold of his jersey. Yeah, it was an ill-advised penalty because he had safety help. So even if he did lose Calvin Austin on that play. 1st and 10, Najee Harris lined up in the backfield. It's play action. Screen. Freiermuth gets it to about the 6. Second and 3. There's pressure coming from Isaiah McGuire, and Mahmoud Diabate could have been a play. Just shook the tackle. 2nd and 3. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Najee Harris lined up to his left. 3 receivers wide left. It looks like it was a screen. Russell's going to just run it, get a 1st down. Could have gotten a sack there, just completely missed it. Going to try and fish while I listen. I hope you catch something big. Steelers working from about their own 3-yard line. Be a pretty good stand if the Browns can stand here. First and goal. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Najee Harris wide right. It's a quick run. Najee Harris is just going to walk in for a touchdown. Steelers go up 9-7 after an ill-advised pick on a screen from Jameis Winston. Keanu Benton's first and probably only of his career interception. Yeah, Rodney McLeod just couldn't get into the A gap. Boswell on for the extra point. And it's good. Pittsburgh up by 3, 11 minutes to go in the second quarter after a horrible pick by Jameis Winston on a screenplay. Really should have just ran it at that point. Steelers go upfield for a touchdown. Up by 3. Folks, if you're just joining us, game's on commercial, but I'm not. Go ahead and give me a like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. My name is Mike Antonace. You're listening to The Real. Joseph Latman, who's generally my co-host, is just out for this morning. He'll be back this evening for a post-game reaction as well as college football playoff analysis, if you'd like to tune into that. Covering the Browns Steelers game here. Steelers just scored after a very costly pick by Jameis Winston to a defensive tackle. Very Jameis-esque pick. I have a feeling it might get good ugly for us after halftime. Well, we'll see if we can respond. You know, we get the ball after half. The Browns can get it at least a field goal before halftime, tie it up. I have a chance. Got to get the run game going. Got to get a little bit more creative in the run. It hasn't been bad today. Hasn't been great, but it hasn't been bad. Jerome Ford's knocked off a couple of 5 to 7 yard runs. Nick Chubb has, I think, 3 attempts for maybe 10-ish or so yards. And we are back. Boswell getting ready to kick it back to the Browns. Steelers just went up a touchdown, so they're up by 3. 10-7. Steelers leading. Jameis Winston having a so-so day so far. Garrett does want some numbers. Hopefully he can get them. Boswell off to kick it away. It's going to sail to the back of the end zone. Jerome Ford going to touch back. Browns starting from their own 30. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Nick Chubb lined up to his left. He motions Jordan Akins to the right. Jerry Jeudy is wide right. Play action. Jameis looking. Pressure coming. He's just going to throw it away. Good coverage by the Steelers. 2nd and 10. Looks like just, he could have had David Njoku on an out route. He just throws it out of bounds. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Jerome Ford lined up to his left. He motions a receiver to his left. Hikes it. Draw play. Jerome Ford has some running room. Gets about 5 yards. Turning it into a 3rd and manageable. Jameis Winston in shotgun. 3 receivers wide left. Steelers sending pressure. Jameis looking, throwing. Wow, absolutely overshoots Mike Woods. I don't know where he was going with that ball. Jameis Winston just not looking like himself today. Ten minutes left in the second. Corey Bojorquez on to punt it away. And is going to punt down to about the 10. Room to return it, and they get it to about the 17, 18-yard line or so. Folks, game's on commercial, but I am not. You're just joining us. Please like, subscribe, share this content. If you like the post, it greatly helps out the show. No matter where you're watching, Facebook, X, and or YouTube. Greatly appreciate it. Browns just went 3 and out. Winston had a couple of open receivers, just not finding them. I think the pressure might be getting into him, might be getting a little bit of the yips. Browns punted it away. Steelers are working from about their own 18-yard line. So when the game comes back, we'll see Russell Wilson and company from their own 18. Steelers have been struggling without George Pickens today. Browns have been struggling to get separation. Obviously, Browns are out 2 receivers as well. No Cedric Tillman. He's been out the past 2 games with a concussion. Jamari Thrash is out with an ankle injury, I believe. That's the rookie out of Louisville who's shown some promise. Receivers that the Browns are running out there: Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore, and Mike Woods, third-year man out of Oklahoma. Steelers have struggled to get the run game going. Folks, if you're just joining us, leave a comment. Let me know where you're listening from. If you're a Steelers fan, Browns fan, what have you, we want to thank you so much for joining the show. And we're back. Both teams were 8 combined punts today. Got a little bit of a barn burner in the making. Russell Wilson under center. Jalen Warren lined up in the backfield. Scotty Miller's wide right. Russell, handoff. Nothing going. Shelby Harris on the tackle. We'll give him about 2 yards. 2nd and 8 Steelers. That's the veteran Shelby Harris. They're going to go hurry up again. Russell Wilson under center. Jalen Warren lined up in the backfield. He motions Pat Freiermuth back and forth real quick, just looking at the coverage. Browns showing intense pressure. And Jalen Warren, fighting for yards, gets about 6. 3rd and 2 Steelers. That was Mahamoud Diabate on the tackle. 3rd and 2 Steelers. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Jalen Warren lined up to his left. Haven't converted a 3rd down yet. And Russell Wilson's a keeper, and I just jinxed us. Steelers 1st down. It looks like Miles over pursued on the keeper. Would have had Jalen Warren if Russell Wilson didn't keep it. First and 10 Steelers. Russell Wilson under center. Jalen Warren in the backfield. Got another run. Jalen Warren's going to break free. Spinning. Wow, I can't get him down. 1st down Steelers. Pickup of about 11. Absorbing a lot of contact. A little bit of a bowling ball, Jaylen Warren is. That was Denzel Ward on the tackle. Once again, Russell Wilson under center. Jaylen Warren line up in the backfield. He motions Van Jefferson. Yet another run. Why not? And Jaylen Warren's going to get about 6. They're pushing the pile. Don't know where they'll call it down. And we have a fight. A little pushing and shoving. Refs have to come in, break it up. Gain of about 7. A little chirpy from Grant Delpit and Mason McCormick. 2nd and 3 Steelers. Working from the 50-yard line. Russell Wilson under center. It's a toss play to Najee Harris. Najee's going to fall forward for about 2, 3rd and 1. They have not passed a single time on this drive. Russell Wilson's in shotgun. Switches to, he's just going to try and sneak it, and he'll get it. First down, Steelers. They're going to go hurry up. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Najee Harris wide right. He's going to go deep. Oh! Greg Newsome's just going to get beat. Oh, his push off. They're going to call offensive pass interference from Van Jefferson. I'm sorry, that's Mike Williams with the pass interference on Greg Newsome, not Van Jefferson. Don't know who Mike Williams is, but I'm sure he's a great guy. George Pickens on the sideline, not looking happy. When is he? 1st and 20 Steelers. Penalty-laden game today, folks, by both teams. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Jaylen Warren is lined up to his right. Sends Jaylen Warren right. It's a screenplay, and Jaylen Warren's going to pick up a lot of yardage. Get about 11. 2nd down and 9, I think. It's the downside when you have such an aggressive wide 9 technique is you're susceptible to these short, 2nd and 9 Steelers, Russell Wilson in shotgun. 2 receivers wide left and right. Quick play to Jaylen Warren, and he's met in the backfield, incomplete. Jordan Hicks on the tackle. Couldn't haul it in. Great play by Jordan Hicks. He read that one like a book. Third and 9. They're 2 and 2 on this drive for 3rd down conversions after they started this game 0 and 5. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Jaylen Warren's lined up to his right, 2 receivers to his left. He motions Calvin Austin. Pressure coming. He throws, caught, but it's short. Martin Emerson on the coverage, 4th and about 4. Good coverage by Martin, who's had a very, very down year after 2 amazing years. Yeah, he was right on him. Surprised they're calling that a catch. And they're going to try a field goal. It's going to be about a 54-yard attempt by Boswell. And it's up, and it's good. All right. Steelers up by 6. 4 minutes left to go in the second. All righty, folks. The game is on commercial, but we are not. If you're just joining us, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a share, all that good stuff. It helps the show immensely. My name is Mike Antonase. You're watching The Real. I'm doing live play-by-play and reaction to the Browns Steelers game. Got a good game going, folks. Pretty steady. Steelers up by 6. So if you'd like to join us later as well, Joseph Latman, the main host of the show, will be back later this evening. I won't be, unfortunately. Joseph is going to be doing a post-game reaction as well as college football playoff analysis. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're on YouTube, and send a comment in. Let me know where you're listening from. Got folks from all over, from Florida to Australia. Both have better weather than what we're dealing with. Actually, it's not too bad in Ohio. Will be next week. See if Jameis can get something going. I'd like to see maybe some hurry-up plays from Jameis. Challenge this defensive line a little bit, tire him out. Boswell's here to kick it away. Just completed a 54-yard field goal. Boswell's been spectacular for the Steelers this season. He's pretty much spectacular every year. Wish the Browns could find a kicker like that. Boswell off to kick it away. And I might be psychic, but I'm going to guess it's going to be a touchback. And wouldn't you know it is. Jerome Ford, touchback. Jameis Winston going to be listening for the 30. Still listening, trying for a bass. Well, I hope you catch it. Do you throw him back or do you keep him and cook him? Thank you, Jenny, for watching, and your husband. We greatly appreciate you tuning in. Jameis Winston's in shotgun. Nick Chubb's lined up to his left. 3 receivers are wide right. It's a keeper for Jameis, and Jameis is going to get a first down. Gets about 11. That's amazing. Jameis, I'm pretty sure I'm faster than Jameis Winston, folks, and he just got 11 on a keeper. 1st and 10 Browns. In shotgun. Jerome Ford's lined up to his right now. He's motioning Mike Woods inside. Motions him back out. Jameis, it's a run play to Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford finds a little seam. They're pushing the pile. He's going to fall forward for about 5. Good first down run. We're going to say it's 4. It's a short Long 4-yard gain. Nick Chubb having a quiet day so far. 5 rushes for 8 yards. That was close. Jameis Winston's in shotgun. Nick Chubb's lined up to his left. 3 receivers wide right. Jameis looking, pressure, coming, and he's just going to run into a sack. Don't know what he was thinking there. Bass always go back, share everything else with 2 families. That's pretty cool. Never been much of a fisherman myself. Don't have the patience for it. Going to be 3rd and long for the Browns. 3rd and 12. Steelers calling their first timeout. See if they can convert here. Browns have been quiet from 3rd down since the first quarter. Steelers leading by 6. Jameis is 4 of 13. Not a great day. Has a pick that he threw to Keanu Benton, amazingly. Jameis is in shotgun. 3 receivers wide right. Jerome Ford's lined up to his left. Jameis snaps it. Looking, pressure, coming. Jameis escapes the pressure, still looking, throws on the run. Caught! First down, Jordan Akins. 48-yard line. Wait for Jameis to escape the pressure. And that was Jermaine Ifedi protecting him. Actually had a pretty good recovery after getting beat by Alex Highsmith. Jameis in shotgun. Draw play. Very slow play. Jerome Ford's got some running room. He's escaping some pressure. Oh, wow. Gets 6 yards on the run after it looks like he was going to lose yards. Great recovery, and Patrick Queen shaken up on the play for the Steelers. Going to get 8 yards on the run. And Patrick Queen is hurting, folks. Steelers going to have to... Oh, that takes us to the 2-minute warning. I don't know if they're going to take a look at Queen here or not. Looks like he's staying in the game. And the game's on commercial break, folks, but I'm not. My name's Mike Anthony. If you're just joining us, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me a share, give me a hug, maybe a little kiss. No tongue, though. Don't need any tongue. You're watching live play-by-play reaction. This is The Real with Joseph Latman. Joseph Latman couldn't join us this morning. A little bit busy, but he will be back this evening for a post-game, as well as college football playoff analysis, which we got going if you're a college football fan. Going to be interesting. First 12-team college football playoff. I'm interested in it. I'm not usually a college football guy, but I think 12 teams in the playoff makes it a lot more interesting. And if you're just joining us, leave us a comment. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Got people from Australia, got people from Florida, got people all over joining us today. And I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. It means a lot to us. Browns trailing the Steelers by 6. After first quarter touchdown to Jerry Jeudy, Browns have been kind of quiet offensively, putting together a pretty all right drive so far. Just hit the 2-minute warning. Shout out from Georgia. Thank you. Steelers fan. Not everybody can be perfect, but thank you so much for joining in. I greatly appreciate it. If you like what we got going on here, join us on YouTube, subscribe there, give us a like on Facebook. You can follow me on X at Antonace Michael. I write articles for Roundtable Sports. I'm also pretty plugged into the Cleveland Browns, but I cover the whole of the NFL. I'm also going to be starting a show called The Professional Fan, doing in-depth draft analysis and free agent analysis for all 32 NFL teams. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, give us a follow. 2-minute warning. First down, Browns at about the 45. Jameis Winston's in shotgun with Jerome Ford lined up to his right. I'm sorry, 2nd and 3. We're just about in field goal range. It's a run play with Jerome. Jerome's going to get a first down, a little bit more. Run of about 4 yards. Steelers and Browns not going to call a timeout. Browns don't want to leave the Steelers anytime. Browns will receive the second half kickoff. Jameis Winston, shotgun. Jerome Ford's lined up to his left. 2 receivers to his right. Jerry Jeudy is motioned out wide left. Steelers are in a wide high look. Short pass. David Njoku gave it about a yard and a half. Second, they're going to say he just went back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Jameis Winston, shotgun, 2 receivers wide right. Jerome Ford is lined up to his back. He's going to throw it to Michael Woods. Michael Woods is going to get a first down, a little bit more. And he's going to run out of bounds, stop the clock. Good play by Mike Woods, signed from the practice squad, 3rd-year man out of Oklahoma. Short-handed wide receiver. He's actually made some plays for the Browns since he's been called up from the practice squad. Yep, that's a first down. Didn't run. Good play by Mike Woods. Browns are working from their own 30. Jameis Winston's in shotgun. Bunch set to his left. 2 receivers wide right. Bootleg, going to be a little scoop toss to Pierre Strong, who's going to get about 3 yards. And I think the Browns are going to use their first timeout. Second and 7. 38 seconds left in the half. Browns trailing by 6, but they're driving in Steelers territory. If you're just joining us, please give us a shout out. Let us know where you're watching from. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Jerome Ford's lined up wide to his right. Bunch set to his left and his right. He motions Jerry Jeudy inside. Snaps it. Steelers sending pressure. Jerome Ford. He just throws it over the head of David Njoku. 3rd and 7. Was trying for the end zone. Stops the clock. 33 seconds left. Third and 7. Browns are going to... the Steelers are going to take another timeout. Didn't like the defensive look. Folks, if you're just joining us, please give us a like. Trying to get to as many likes as possible. Helps us in the algorithm on X, on Facebook, on YouTube, all that jazz. Third and 7. Jameis Winston's in shotgun. He motions Jerry Jeudy wide right. Motions Elijah Moore wide left. Jerome Ford's in the backfield with him. Hikes the ball. Steelers sending 5. Pressure. Oh, I don't know if there's any PI on that call, but he was looking for David Njoku. And Browns are going to send out the field goal team. Give me a short chip shot field goal. That was just good coverage by Elliott. Dustin Hopkins, 16 of 23, lowest in the NFL for field goal percentage. It's a 38-yard attempt. See what he's got, folks. Snaps the ball, kick is up. It's no good. 38-yard attempt was no good by Dustin Hopkins. My God. Got to make those kicks. Hold was good. Coverage was good. He just... Oh, my goodness. Well, Dustin Hopkins is on a one-way trip to Vietnam. Going to send him to Cambodia in a box. Steelers are going to try and do something. 23 seconds left, one timeout to go for the Steelers. Browns are in prevent defense. Russell Wilson's in shotgun with Jalen Warren lined up to his left. Pressure coming from Dalvin Tomlinson and Obo Okoronkwo. Russell Wilson just throws it out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Browns will receive the second kickoff. Ha! Baker throwing a pick at the same time as Hopkins shanks a kick is the epitome of NFL Sunday. You telling me, Danny boy? Not looking good against the old Raiders, is old Bake, is he? 2nd and 10. Russell Wilson's in shotgun by himself. 3 receivers wide right. Working from their own 30. It's going to be caught inbounds. It's Mike Williams, 3rd down, 8 seconds to go. I'm pretty sure they're just going to let this go into the half. And they are. And that's the half. Steelers leaving by 6. Browns will receive the second half kickoff. Been a kind of a defensive battle, folks. Browns could have been only down 3 if Dustin Hopkins remembered he was an NFL caliber kicker. But unfortunately, that's not the case. I'm going to take a... Well, Joseph, are you there? Could you set up the halftime show? See if I can figure it out, folks. This is my first time doing it by myself, so apologies. I might be 28 years old, but I am technologically illiterate. Let's see. Oh, there we are. Perfect. We will be back, folks. And we are back. Browns, Steelers. Browns will receive the second half kickoff. And we are underway. And they're just going to, this is returnable. Jerome Ford from the end zone gets to the 20. He's at the 30. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's still running, still on his feet. Huge return by the Browns. Wow! Dynamic kickoff indeed, ladies and gentlemen. First and 10 from their own 40. If you're just joining us, please like and subscribe. Huge kickoff. Return back for about 50 yards. Jerome Ford's feeling it. Nick Chubb barreling forward for about 5 yards. Oh, yep. And Joey Porter Jr. is going to get a little no-no flag. Joey Porter Jr. slapped Mike Woods in the face. It's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Yep, 15-yard penalty to the Browns. And the Browns are already on the 20-yard line of the Steelers. Way to come out at a half after a huge kickoff run from Jerome Ford at about 60 yards on the return. First and 10, Jameis Winston and shotgun. Nick Chubb lined up to his right. He sends Mike Woods motion. Jameis Winston hiking the ball. It's a run to Chubb. Chubb finds a seam, gets about 4 yards. Second and 6. I agree, Watson. If you're just joining us, please give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a share. My dog is saying the same thing. Jameis Winston in shotgun, 3 receivers, wide right, Jerome Ford, wide to his left. It's a run. Jerome Ford, delayed handoff, gets about 2, third and 4. I agree, Watson. They're going hurry up here. Jameis Winston in shotgun, 2 receivers wide right, Jerry Jeudy's wide left. Jerome Ford is lined up to his right. Looks like it's pass play. Jerome Ford. And, Michael Woods, what a catch! First down! Oh, are they going to get OPI? They are. They're saying Mike Woods pushed off. Oof. Well, we'll see. I don't know about that. Oh, he sold that. That was a bit of a flop. I don't know if that's push off at all. Oh my goodness. He absolutely just beat him. That's a flop. That's a horrible call if they actually would call that. And they do. 3rd and 14. Jeez, oh man. What a sell by Jackson. Jameis Winston's in shotgun by himself. 2 receivers, wide right, 3 to his left. Oh, he drops the pass, drops the snap. Jameis looking, escaping pressure, still looking. He's going to throw, and he's just going to throw it away. 4th and 14. Hopkins is going to be trying for a field goal. God help us all. Yeah, Ethan Posich. Bad snap. Jerome Ford should have worked his way upfield a little bit more. It's a 43-yard attempt for Dustin Hopkins. Ugh. Kick is up, and it's no good. My goodness. Might as well not even kick field goals at this point, folks. Dustin Hopkins has missed a bunch. And we would be tied if Dustin Hopkins would just hit the damn field goals. He is asking to be cut. Well, folks, after a great kickoff return, the Browns stifled in the end zone. And Dustin Hopkins can't make a kick to save his life. Or his job, for that matter. Game's on commercial, folks, but I'm not. If you're just joining us, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a share. Browns down by 6. Great first drive by the Browns, and then stifled. Dustin Hopkins has missed a 38-yard field goal and a 43-yard field goal today, which is horrible. Might as well try and send Corey Bajorquez out there at this point. See what the defense has, folks. Hopefully we could get a turnover. Steelers are working from their 33-yard line after Dustin Hopkins just missed a very easy field goal. Russell Wilson's under center. Najee Harris is lined up in his backfield. Play action, and Russell Wilson just grounds it. They read that screen extremely well. 2nd and 10. Russell Wilson and shotgun. Najee Harris line up to his left. 2 receivers wide left. He motions Van Jefferson back and forth. Get a good look at the coverage. It's a run play. Najee Harris, nothing doing. Shelby Harris on the tackle, as well as Mahmoud Diabate. Gets maybe a yard. Yep. Well, they're going to say he just went back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Jalen Warren lined up to his left. He motions Pat Freiermuth inside. Browns sending 4. Pressure coming by Obo Okoronkwo. And caught by Pat Freiermuth. Greg Newsome in coverage. Good coverage is better catch. I don't know. Did that hit the ground first? Let's see. No, it did not. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Jalen Warren lined up to his right. It's a run play. Jalen Warren has a ton of room. First down and more. Steelers are going hurry up. Why not? Myles Garrett's off the field, so they want to leave him off the field. Russell Wilson's under center with Jalen Warren lined up behind him. Run play, Jalen Warren falls forward for about 4. I credit him 5. Juwan Briggs and Grant Delpit on the tackle. Second and 6, working from midfield. Jalen Warren's had a pretty good day today. Russell Wilson in shotgun. 2 backs lined up to his left and his right. Sends Darnell Washington to his left. It's a quick draw, and it's a screen. Jalen Warren has a ton of running room, and he is down to about the 12-yard line or so. Pat Freiermuth getting looked at on the sideline. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Motions Jalen Warren to his right. Another screen play. This one will go for about 5. Ooh. Martin Emerson's shaken up on the play. Second and 5, Steelers. We're going hurry up. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Jalen Warren lined up to his right. 2 receivers wide to his right. It's a run. It's a keeper. Russell Wilson finds Van Jefferson for a touchdown. Steelers up 20. Ugh. They would only be up a touchdown if Dustin Hopkins knew how to hit a kick. Yeah, it was play action. Van Jefferson, they just lose him. Oh, they're only going for 1, so it's going to be a 13-point game, assuming the extra point is good, which it is. Steelers go down the field and score a touchdown after a missed field goal, the second missed field goal by Dustin Hopkins. And we're on commercial break. Well, this game is, but I'm not. If you're just joining us, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. If you'd like to join the show later, we're going to be doing a post-game reaction as well as college football playoff analysis. So if that sounds like your cup of tea, hit that notification bell, follow me on X, do whatever you have to do on Facebook to be notified of when we go live. Time to play bocce while listening. Bocce. Yeah, okay. That's like the bowling in the sand kind of thing, right? All right. Yeah, my wife had to show me. She had to make a bunch of like mime motions to kind of show me what it is. You're just joining us. The Steelers just scored, unfortunately. Up by 13. Browns had a pretty good drive to open the first half, but Dustin Hopkins can't hit the broadside of a barn. Yeah, it's fair to say we're going to get some kicking competition in here. Probably in the offseason. I don't think we'll draft a kicker. I think we learned our lesson there. I wouldn't be surprised if the kicker of the year for the UFL is signed to the Browns. I think that more than likely is the way to go. Jameis hasn't looked bad. The receivers there's just a few costly mistakes. Penalty here, OPI. See what we got. Second drive of the second half for the Browns. Steelers up 13. Hell, at this point, if you get into the end zone and it's 4th and something, you might as well go for it. Dustin Hopkins has proved himself to be unreliable. He's not hitting a kick today. And Boswell's going to send this one out to the back of the end zone. Browns will start from their own 30. Yeah, they just lost Van Jefferson. I have no idea what happened on that last touchdown play. Folks, if you're just joining us, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Steelers up 13. Jameis Winston, second drive for the Browns. About to get ready to work. In shotgun. Sends Jerome Ford wide left. Hikes the ball. Looking. Quick pass play to Jerome Ford. Pickup of about 7. Good first down play. Second and 3. The whole canal can hear me. Fantastic. Glad I'm that boisterous. Jameis Winston, shotgun. Nick Chubb lined up to his right. It's play action to Chubb. Wide receiver screen to Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore dancing around, getting the first down and a little bit more. Pick of about 5. Nice double move by Elijah to shake the defender to pick up the first down there. Ooh, and the Steelers have a down man. I believe that's Elliott, Deshaun Elliott. Their slot corner. He is down on the field. And they're going to take a commercial break while their training staff looks at him. Folks, if you're new here, if you're just tuning in, my name is Mike Antonis. You're watching The Real with Joseph Latman. I am not Joseph Latman. He is my host. He'll be joining us a little bit later on in the day. If you like NFL, NBA, and mental health content, all that good stuff, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. He'll be back later to do a post-game reaction and a college football playoff analysis. 12-team college football playoff. I'm actually pretty interested in it. Not usually a college football guy, mainly just NFL, but the 12-team playoff, I mean, it's hard to say no. And hopefully, Ryan Day loses again. They'll pack him away in a bus. Or just leave them wherever they're at. They lose to Clemson, just leave them there. Folks, if you're just joining us, leave a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Went to commercial break because it looks like Sean Elliott of the Steelers, their slot corner, was shaken up on a play. 2nd and 3 for the Browns when we come back. About 7 minutes. Oh, it might be a little bit more than that, but about 8 minutes or so left in the third quarter. Steelers have already scored after Dustin Hopkins again missed a field goal. His Linsanity run last year will be remembered. But this year, looks like he doesn't want a job anymore. Going to have to do some changes in the special teams. And it looks like Elliott's going back into the blue tent. Oh, it's 1st and 10 Browns. I'm sorry. Jameis Winston and shotgun. Nick Chubb's lined up to his left. He motions Michael Woods. It's a run play to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Just can't get the run game going. Winston, shotgun, 3 receivers wide left. Nick Chubb in the backfield. It's another run for Chubb. Chubb finds the lane. Chubb's cutting back. Still on his feet. Gets about 6 yards. 3rd and manageable. And they're going hurry up here. Nick Chubb's in the backfield with Jameis Winston and shotgun. Jameis snaps the ball, looking, throwing underneath to David Njoku. I don't know if he's there. They're going to say he's just short, 4th and inches. And they're at midfield. I think they're going to leave the offense on the field. They are. 4th and 1. Jameis under center. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. They just that was a horrible play call. I don't even know why you just don't try to sneak it there. 1st and 10 Steelers at the 40. I don't know what happened there, folks. That was Landon Roberts on the tackle, but Joe Bitonio just completely misses his man. And we're on commercial. Steelers take over. Look at the bright side, Browns fans. Our draft position is going to look pretty good. Got to get younger on the O-line. Got to probably draft a pretty good running back. Luckily, this is a pretty good class for running back. And we'll see about quarterback. If Jameis stays or if he goes, who knows? you're just joining us, please like, subscribe, share, and let us know where you're listening from. My name is Mike Antonace. You're watching The Real. Doing live play-by-play and reaction to the Browns Steelers games. Browns are down 13 right now. Just turned the ball over on downs at about midfield after a questionable play call. Don't necessarily know if Jameis changed it at the line. Looked like he did. Actually looked like a similar play that they turned over on downs against the Chargers a couple weeks back. And we're back. 1st and 10 for the Steelers at about midfield. Russell Wilson under center. Najee Harris lined up in the backfield. It's a run. Oh, Najee's tripping. Still picks up about 3 yards. Grant Delpit on the tackle. Buenos dias desde Casas Grandes, Chihuahua, Mexico. Vamos a ceros. Thank you for joining from Chihuahua, Mexico. Russell Wilson under center. Najee Harris lined up in the backfield. It's a run play to Najee once again. Najee is tripped up. That is Rodney McLeod on the stop. 3rd down from about the 45. Going to get about a yard. 3rd and 6. Russell Wilson's in shotgun with Jalen Warren lined up to his left. Brown showing an interesting race car package. Russell going deep, and it's caught. Mike Williams, Martin Emerson on coverage. He pushed off. I don't know why they're not calling that, but that's fine. Martin Emerson was on an island. Just got beat. Oh, he's holding his face mask, too. First and 10 on the 20. Russell Wilson in shotgun. Pressure coming, and he's brought down. They're going to say it's incomplete. I don't know if he was down before he released the ball. It was Isaiah McGuire on the pressure, 2nd-year man out of Mizzou, who's been having a pretty impressive season since he's been added to the starting lineup. Second and 10. Let's see. And up, he got it out in time. He wasn't down. Russell Wilson and pistol. With Najee lined up in the back, he sends Calvin Austin into motion. Pressure coming up the middle. It's caught by Freiermuth. Touchdown. Steelers go up by a lot. They just lose Pat Freiermuth. Oh, he's down at like the 2, but well, I don't know if he's down. I don't know if he was touched. Yeah, they're gonna say it's a touchdown. Steelers go up by 20 points. If you're just joining us, please let us know where you're tuning in from, where you're listening from. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Whether you're on X, Facebook, or YouTube, we want to thank you so much for joining us. We've had folks in from Florida, from Australia, and from Mexico. Wherever you're tuning in from across this wide world of ours, thanks so much. Steelers up by 20. It's going to be an important drive for the Browns. If they don't score here, you can kiss the game pretty much goodbye. But I'll be here through all the suffering for all of us. Or I'll be here so you can listen to me suffer if you're a Steelers fan. Well, I mean, Kristen, I agree. It's not a great game, but we're 3-9 is what it is. We haven't won in Pittsburgh since 1988. I'm sorry, since 2003. We haven't swept the Steelers since 1988. Got to get younger on the O-line. Got to fix the running game. Got to find a quarterback. Is what it is. Few costly mistakes here and there. And the defense, I think, just needs to go back to basics. You know, they're adding too many zone looks in right now. And I just don't think this personnel group is good enough for zone. No matter what, Browns have about 5 picks in the top 100 this upcoming draft, so that's something to look forward to. First and 10, Jameis Winston. In shotgun. Play action. Jameis looking, firing. Caught by Jerry Jeudy. First down. First and 10. Browns going, hurry up. I don't blame him. Jameis in shotgun. Snaps the ball. Quick pass, Jerry Jeudy. Gain of about 4. Going to say it's 3. Second and 7. And they are continuing the hurry up. Again, don't blame him. This time it's a run to Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb's got a glide. He's breaking free. Gain of about 20. Best run since Nick Chubb's been back, really. First and 10 on the 40. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Jameis looking, pressure coming. He's just going to throw this out of bounds. Smart play by Jameis. Sometimes that's the best play you can do. Tried to throw it high for David. I don't know if he was throwing it out of bounds or if he just didn't like what he saw. David hasn't had a really great day today. Jameis Winston's in shotgun with Jerome Ford lined up to his right. 2:21 left in the third quarter. Second and 10 from about the 40-yard line. Browns got to hurry up. 1 second. And it's a draw play to Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford's got a little bit of a lane. Gets about 3-ish yards. And there's a flag. I think it's going to be on the Browns. Kevin doesn't look happy. Illegal shift by the offense. Going to be second and 15. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Yeah, it looks like Elijah Moore wasn't set. and they were running out of time. So they just had to hurry up and snap the ball. 2nd and 15. 2 minutes left in the third. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Jerome Ford in the backfield with him. Snaps the ball. Yet another draw play. Jerome Ford's got some running room. Breaks free a little bit. Gets about, want to say, 7. Makes it a 3rd down and manageable. 3rd down and 8. Jameson's shotgun. They went hurry up, 3 receivers wide left. They're showing 0 blitz, and they send the house. Jameis looking. Jameis throwing to David. David, oh! He's down. They're saying he's down. It's 4th down and short. He reached. It's going to be about 4th and inches. Let's hope they don't get too damn cute. I don't know about that. 4th and 1. Jameis Winston under center. And they're going to sneak it. Jameis, second effort. He got it. 1st down, Browns. .34 seconds left in the third quarter. The Browns don't have to run a play here if they don't want to. Jameis snaps it. This is going to be the last game of the David Njoku was held on the play. There's no flag, though. It's going to stop the clock, 2nd and 10. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of contact. No flag on the play. David's looking for it. 2 seconds to go in the third. Stops the clock, so the Browns have to run a play. Winston in shotgun. Nick Chubb lined up to his left. He motions Mike Woods in, then out. 3 seconds to go. It's a run to Chubb. Chubb's got the edge. He's barreling forward, and he's out at about the 21. It's going to be 3rd and short when we come back. That's the end of the third quarter. Steelers up 20. Whole quarter of football left to go. Browns driving in the Steelers' end zone, though. If they score here, there's a chance. Well, folks, the game's on commercial, but I'm not. So if you're just joining us, please like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment. Let us know what you're thinking of the game, whether you're a Browns fan, Steelers fan, or if you're just waiting for your team to play in a better time slot. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And like I said, like, subscribe, and share because it really, really, really helps out the channel. If you're on Facebook, check out our YouTube page and check out me on X. My handle is at Antonace Michael. That is at ANTONACE Michael. I write articles for Roundtable Sports, and I do everything involving the NFL. But thank you all for joining, listening, watching, whatever you're doing today. Hope you're having a great day. Browns could be having a better one. Browns have all 3 timeouts left and a whole quarter to go. Never know. Browns would only be down 13 again if Dustin Hopkins knew how to kick the ball again. Not a great year for Mr. Hopkins. Pretty sure after today he'll be 16 of 26 from the field goal, which is, in case you weren't sure how kicking stacks worked, 16 of 26 from field goals is abysmal. Pretty sure that your second aunt's cousin could kick better than Dustin Hopkins has this year. So if you're a manager at a fast food place, all that good stuff, reach out to Dustin Hopkins, send him an application. He'll be needing one. Start of the fourth quarter here. Jameis Winston under center. Oh my God. Sorry, folks. False start by the Browns. They jumped. Going to go from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 6. It's Jack Conklin on the false start. Lost my composure there for a moment. I don't know. That jump seemed a little bit by the... it's close. 3rd and 6 now. Jameis Winston in shotgun, motioning Pierre Strong into the backfield with him. It's pass play, pressure coming. Jameis is going to get sacked. My goodness. Trying to escape the pressure, just couldn't. I don't know who they're going to call the flag on, but there's a flag on the play. I don't know if they'll get Jermaine Ifedi with that or not. They're going to get Jermaine Ifedi, so that's on top of the sack. It's 4th down and a loss of 15 yards. Oh, goodness. Yep, Jermaine Ifedi is throwing punches. Punched Ryan Fitzpatrick in the helmet. I'm sorry, Minka Fitzpatrick. 4th and 24. Browns, I think, are going to send out the punting unit. I certainly would. And they will. Corey Bajorquez on to punt. 14 minutes and 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, goodness gracious. Bajorquez, booming punt. It's going to take a friendly bounce, and the Steelers are going to be pinned back at their own 5-yard line. At least Corey Bajorquez is worth the money. Denzel Ward is the Browns' Walter Payton nominee of the year. Denzel Ward, great in the local community. He's actually a local guy from Elyria, Ohio. So Russell Wilson going to be working from his own 5-yard line. 14 minutes, 32 seconds left to go into the fourth. Browns down 20. Russell Wilson in under center with, I think that's Cordero Patterson in the backfield. It is. Cordero Patterson's going to get bottled up, but he's going to escape for about 4 yards. Thank you, sir, from Mexico. I am not very fluent in Spanish, but Bueno transmission. I think you're liking the broadcast, so I want to thank you for tuning in. Third and 6 from the Steelers' own side of the end zone. See if they just run this out to give their punter a little bit more room. Nope, it's a pass. Russell Wilson's in shotgun. 3 receivers wide left, one of them wide to his right. And they send pressure, and Russell just got to throw it out of bounds. 4th and 5. That was Martin Emerson in coverage. Good pressure by the Browns. Good defensive stand, and the Browns are going to get it back, hopefully, in good field position. Good defensive stand from the Browns after not great opening to the second half. So Waitman is going to have to punt out of his own end zone. Excuse me. And it's going to be fair caught at about the 30, 35 or so. And the game's on commercial, but I am not. My name is Mike Antonace. You are watching The Real with Joseph Latman. Joseph Latman will be back this evening for a after-game, post-game reaction, as well as a college football playoff analysis. So if that's your cup of tea, please like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell if you're on YouTube. Lets you know when we go live. Browns have struggled since about the first quarter to get anything done offensively. They've been consistently getting into the red zone, just can't finish. Unfortunately, Dustin Hopkins, again, yearly struggles continue as he just cannot hit a field goal. If you're just joining us, please leave a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from, what you're thinking of the game. If you're a Steelers fan, I'm sure you're having a lot more fun than I am. And we're back. Steelers up by 20, about 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 3-score game. Browns got a quick 3 and out, which is what they needed. They'll be starting from about the 25-yard line. Oh, my God. Kadarius Toney threw the ball at the back of, I don't know if he was just... They're going to call a penalty on that for throwing the ball at a Steelers player. So instead of the 30, they're going to call it... Oh, my God, these refs. So they'll be at the 25. First and 10 from about the 25-yard line. Steelers up by 20. Jamison shotgun. Three receivers wide right, two to his left. And Jameis looking, throwing, and they're going to blow the play dead. I think they're going to call a false start. Oh, yep. 1st and 15. I would love the cardiac kids back. Honestly, if Jameis starts from the beginning of the season, I got to say, I don't think we have a winning record, but I say we're probably 3 games better. Jameis was hit as he threw by Patrick Queen. Jameis Winston and shotgun. Caught by Pierre Strong Jr. Gets about 6 yards. Called it on Pickens last week for same shit, tossing the ball on another player. Yeah. I don't think Tony was even trying to do anything malicious. I think he was just trying to get the ball back. I don't know. That's ticky-tacky. These refs have been awful this year, folks. That's just my opinion. I don't work for the NFL. I can say it. That's the joy about being an internet sports announcer. Jamison shotgun. 3 receivers wide left, 2 to his right. They're sending pressure, and Jameis is just going to ground it in front of Pierre Strong. 3rd and 9. Yeah, Dustin Hopkins, they're showing both of the missed field goals. He misses left and he misses right. Bro can't buy a field goal. My goodness. 3rd and 9. Huh. Winston in shotgun. Bunch set right. 1 receiver wide left. Jameis looking, throws underneath to Judy. Judy's going to fight for about 7 yards. It's going to be a 4th and about 2. Browns will probably go for it. They have to. 4th and 3, I'm sorry. Jamison shotgun. Jerome Ford lined up to his right. 3 receivers wide left. 2 to his right. Jameis snaps the ball. Looking, throwing. Caught! First down, David Njoku. And they're not going to call him down. I don't know where they're going to mark him down. But it is a 1st down, Browns. Yeah, David's just going to do a little curl route underneath. What? There's some stoppage on the field. Don't know what for. Pittsburgh's challenging it. I guess they didn't call him down. Pittsburgh saying he was down. Last year, after 20 years of marriage, after a bad call, my husband looks at me and says, "Now I know why you're all crazy." Correct. There's nothing like Browns fans, though. We'll be through thick and thin for our team. Last year, good season. Year before that, okay season. Year before that, good season. Deshaun Watson, ill-advised trade. Didn't work out for the Browns, is what it is. Game's on commercial break. They're saying David Njoku was down after the ref said he wasn't. I think he was, but we're still going to get the 1st down no matter what. But he was certainly down like about a yard, about a half yard in front of the 1st down marker. Folks, if you're just joining us, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're on Facebook watching, thank you so much. Give us a like. Check out our YouTube page as well, and we're also live on X. He finally gets it, I'm sure. I do think next year will be a better year for all. Gonna have good draft position. And I will be hosting a draft analysis and free agent analysis show. If anyone's interested in that, it's going to be called Professional Fan. It'll be on this YouTube page. I brought him to the dog side. I like that. I'm going to steal that. So, folks, if you're just joining us, Steelers are up by 20, about 12 and a half minutes or so left to go in the fourth. Browns just converted a fourth down conversion. Steelers challenged it because David Njoku, after catching it, ran for an additional about 10 yards or so. Call on the field was Cleveland was not down by contact. It's overturned, but we still get the first down. First and 10 Browns. So it's going to be 10 yards worse or so from the 30, but that's fine. First and 10, motion, Jameis Winston and shotgun, motions Jerry Jeudy. And it's a keeper to Jameis again. And Jameis is going to run for the first down and run out of bounds. Clock's running, though. They're going to say Patrick Queen, push him out of bounds. We should all buy the team and have Kosar GM. Well, I don't mind Andrew Berry as a GM. I don't mind Kevin Stefanski as the coach. The only big problem, the albatross, as Troy Aikman called him, was Deshaun Watson. Or as Nathan Zagura called him, a spam sandwich, which I thought was an amazing analogy. Jameis looking. Knocked away by Patrick Queen. David looking for a flag. No flags to be seen. Good coverage by the Steelers. I'll stop the clock. 10:50 to go. 2nd and 10. Thank you for joining us, Mike. Pittsburgh's up 20. It's 27-7. 10 minutes left in the fourth. If you're new here, like, subscribe. Thank you for commenting. Can you give my brother Sean a shout out? His fiance is from Pennsylvania and a Squealers fan. Well, shout out to Sean. Congratulations on your engagement. Hope you and your wife are watching the game and enjoying it wherever you are. It's a run play to Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford's going to get just no blocking by the offensive line. Nick Herbig is going to tackle Jerome Ford in the backfield for a huge loss of 4. It's 3rd and long. Plays for negative yards. Browns have 7. Impressive. 3rd and 14 from the Browns' 35-yard line. Jameson shotgun, snaps it, looking, throws underneath to David, who's going to get about 6-ish yards or so. 4th down, and I think it's going to be 8. 4th and 6. Didn't want to ruin my commentary talking about the albatross. It's hard to ignore. That albatross is certainly hard to ignore, and here it is what it is. All he had to do was, Deshaun, all he had to do was play well to keep his job. He didn't. Huge mistake by the front office, but, from a moral perspective, whether we got him or not, what have you. Oh, huge catch by Elijah Moore for the first down. And the Browns drive continues. But back to the Deshaun Watson thing. I mean, it is what it is. Half the NFL wanted him. The last time he played football, he was an MVP candidate. Now, from the off-the-field stuff, whether you picked him up or not, that's its own conversation. But Yeah, he's in Texas, probably watching on the porch. More than likely. Jameis, back to throw, looking. Jerry Jeudy for the catch. Second down and about 3. TJ Watt just getting absolutely manhandled all game. Oh, TJ Watt's coming off gimpy after getting chip blocked by David Njoku. 2nd and 2. Browns driving in Steelers territory. 8 minutes left to go in the 4th. Jameis snaps it. Jameis running, looking, still running. Going to run for the first, looking for, he's going to get about 6 yards on a scramble for the first down. Jumps out of bounds, going to stop the clock. 8 minutes, 42 left to go. First down, Browns. Yeah, and if everybody on YouTube's curious about future quarterbacks for the Browns, like I said, I will be hosting a draft analysis show called The Professional Fan, where I will be looking and charting the college quarterbacks deeply in this class. My girl cousins and myself told her that we would play touch football game, and if her team wins, she might be able to marry my baby brother. Jameis Winston completes a pass to number 11, who's honestly, I think that's Jalen Darden. 2nd and 5. Browns on the 30. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Snaps it. Looking. They went hurry up. Still looking. Caught by... I'm sorry. That's James Prochet caught for the first down at the 10. Former Raven. Signed off the practice squad because the Browns are down and out. A lot of receivers. Good pass by Jameis. I'm sorry, they're at the 15. Jameson shotgun, bunch set right. 2 receivers wide left. Jameis snaps it. Jameis looking, floating the ball to David Njoku. Touchdown! Browns! Huge catch. He put it only where David could get it, and David makes an acrobatic leap for the touchdown catch. 5th touchdown catch of the year. Great catch by David. Dustin Hopkins on for the extra point. Let's hope he remembers how to do that. Kick is up. Oh, look, he's good for something after all, and it's good. Browns down 13, 7 minutes left to go in the 4th. Browns just drove for a 5th touchdown catch for David Njoku, about a 12-yard touchdown catch. I agree, Jenny. Uphill battle, but you never know. Steelers, I mean, you know their MO. They're going to try and run the clock out. We'll see. Playoff picture right now. Division leaders are Houston, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, and Buffalo. Wildcard teams are Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Indianapolis Colts are in the hunt. Dustin Hopkins on to kick it away. And this is going to sail into the end zone for a touchback. Steelers will start from their own 30-yard line. Now's the turnover time. One can hope, Jenny. One can hope. I agree. The Steelers do love to try and draw PI penalties. Browns down 13. Steelers from their own 30. Russell Wilson under center. Najee Harris lined up in the backfield. It's a run play. Najee's met quickly in the backfield. That's Winston Reed. Undrafted free agent rookie. Loss of a yard. Great vision by Winston Reed to make the play. Six minutes to go, or 6.5 minutes. Geez, spaghetti mouth again. Apologies. 6.5 minutes left to go in the fourth. Russell Wilson under center with Jaylen Warren lined up in the backfield. It's a run. Jaylen Warren is going to be down. I think they'll call him down after about a 4-yard gain. Oh, they're only going to say it's about a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 8. Yep. His knee touched at the first. So, yep, that'll be a 2-yard gain. That's Ronnie Hickman on the stop. 2nd-year man out of The Ohio State University. All right, do or die time for the Brownies. 3rd and 8. Russell Wilson in shotgun. They're giving the receivers a lot of cushion. Russell making a few adjustments at the line. 5 seconds on the play clock. 2, 1. And they'll snap it. Pressure coming. He's going to float it. And, Scotty Middler makes the catch on Martin Emerson. Jesus God. Martin has struggled mightily this season. Just giving him too much room. And Stefanski's throwing a challenge. Don't necessarily know why. Suppose you get a extended timeout. I think it's a pretty obvious catch, but let's see on the replay. 1, 2. Had control of the ball. Yeah, that's a catch. OHIO indeed. That is certainly a catch. Yeah, Martin Emerson just struggled to stick with his receivers. I don't know if it's because of the zone looks. I don't know if he was in man there. Well, wait a sec. 1. I actually did. Yep, that's a completed catch. Don't know if they just did that to slow down Pittsburgh. First and 10 from the 50. 5 minutes left to go in the fourth. Pittsburgh up 13. Russell Wilson under center. Najee Harris lined up in the backfield, 3 receivers wide right. It's a toss play to Najee Harris. Najee is met in the backfield by Shelby Harris. He's going to fight for about a yard. Second and 9. figure as soon as I get out of the technical difficulties, the Browns get a turnover. Cordero Patterson just fumbled the ball. And it was recovered by Myles Garrett. Apologies for the technical difficulties, folks. Browns are working from the 50-yard line. Jameis Winston in shotgun. Snapping the ball. Jameis looking. Throws underneath Jerome Ford. Jerome Ford dancing around, trying to get out of bounds. Oh, he stays on his feet. First down and a little bit more. And I'm joined, I believe, by the main man himself, Joseph Latman. Joseph, are you there, my friend? Jameis Winston in shotgun. Jameis looking, throwing deep. Oh, it's intercepted. Well. Second pick of the day for Jameis Winston. Oh, goodness. Should have floated it. Let's see here back on the replay. Looks like he has Elijah Moore. David Njoku was wide open. I don't know if he was the read, and he just overthrows him.
Hear me now, Mike?
Yep, there you are.
Yeah, I was muted for a second, but I'm actually a little behind you, but thanks for filling me in on the PI. But, that's Jameis is right on cue, He's about due for an interception at the fourth quarter. So
that's just, you get the highs, you get the lows with Jameis.
Jameis might not have been the MVP today, but Mike certainly was. So shout out to you, Mike, today. You were phenomenal. I was listening as I was out and about doing some work. Shout out to Mike.
Oh, thank you so much for that. Thank you very much. And right now, Najee Harris is just tackled for a 1-yard loss by Denzel Ward. 2nd and 11 Steelers, about 3.5-ish minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Steelers up by 13.
Jameis Winston has 6 of the 11 of the last turnovers in the fourth quarter so far for the Browns this season.
That doesn't surprise me. Yep, I'm one of those Clowns fans. Wahoo fan. Thank you for commenting. Appreciate it. Please like and subscribe and share if you also like to enjoy suffering. At least the Cavs are good. 2nd and 11. It was Pierre with the pick on Jameis Winston. Russell Wilson under center. Jaylen Warren lined up in the backfield. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the fourth. Handoff. Jaylen Warren's going to get bottled up. That is Devin Bush on the tackle.
I agree with this. I wouldn't buy tickets to go to a game. Not this time of year. You want to go freeze your ass off watching this. It's 75 and sunny inside the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Put your money in that team.
And the Browns' issues aren't insurmountable. Just get younger along the offensive line. Find a quarterback who can read well. We'll talk about that more on the Professional Fan. But I think next year the Browns can turn this around rather quickly.
It's going to be a big offseason, like always. Oh man! And don't forget, we gave Dustin Hopkins a $15 million extension.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I don't know if it's just a kicking's all mental. It could be a
$8 million
confidence.
guaranteed.
Third and 9.
$8 million guaranteed in that deal.
Russell Wilson in shotgun. Making adjustments at the line. Jalen Warren's in the backfield with him. False start by the Steelers. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 14 for the Steelers. Correct, Jenny. There's always next year. I don't know if we need a whole new offensive line. We have Zach Zinner waiting in the wings. Joel, unfortunately, needs to retire. Ethan Posich just has not been good, but you can move off of him after this year. Quarterback for sure, but Kevin Stefanski has at least shown that he can get competent quarterback play out of a multitude of different guys. And I agree we need to get a little bit bigger on the defensive line. We have some injuries there right now. But DB, I don't think is an issue. We just have to go back to what worked, kind of take out the zone looks. It just looks like we don't. Oh, Russell Wilson's going to be sacked. Myles Garrett.
We need a real safety too back there.
Yeah, and that's the issue. Safety is probably going to be our biggest need in the secondary, if anything. Rodney McLeod has made it clear he's retiring. Juan Thornhill, you're going to move off of them. So that only leaves you Grant Delpit and Ronnie Hickman. So luckily, I was talking earlier, this is a pretty good class for safety. Could probably find someone in the 4th round who's good. Texas has 2 of them. Alabama's got 2 of them. A lot of talent all over in this draft. And Pittsburgh's going to take a delay game. No, they're going to take a timeout before the delay game penalty. Cover corner 2. And we'll probably, if anything, we'll move off of one of those corners. I don't know which one, whether it be Greg or Martin. There might be more apt to move off of Greg, who's had a better season. You could probably get a decent draft pick for him and then see what Cam Mitchell has got. Makes up for your mistakes in zone. Ward's not going to retire due to concussions. I don't know why that's a storyline out there. He's said it himself multiple times. It's not even a conversation between him and his family. I mean, I understand being worried for the guy. I worry for him too, just because he's such a great guy and such a great piece on the team. But if Tua is out there and he's had worse concussions than Ward's going to be fine. Oh, and oh my God in heaven. Kadarius Toney muffs the punt, and it's a turnover.
Oh, man.
He muffs the punt and then doesn't go back for the ball. He muffs it and then he runs backwards. What is he doing? He's just looking at it. I agree with that wholeheartedly. Need a quarterback and a halfback extremely fast. Rapido, indeed. I don't even know what to say. Kadarius Toney, that was awful.
Yeah, that's why he's on his 4th team in the NFL.
Yep. 3rd.
Yeah. Well, make it his 4th here down the road. Or if he ever gets an opportunity again after this.
Darden's still on the practice squad. They can call him up. Run by Najee Harris. Pick of about 4. Yeah, it looks like he bet the other team, didn't he, Johnny? He was just looking at the ball.
He said, "Why did they cut Jalen Darden to remove him? He has a better punt returns."
He's muffed his fair share of punts as he's been here too. I'd draft a guy to just do that, probably in the later rounds. A couple guys that could do that. Tez Johnson would be a pretty good punt returner from Oregon. Probably get him in a later round, or a Jimmy Horn maybe. Well, it's a down season. 3rd and 5.
Yeah, they got one person they got to remove, and it's this guy right here on the left. So he needs to go.
Going to have to run a play. Well, I guess they don't have to run a play. They can probably take this down to the 2-minute. Two-minute warning. Steelers still leading by 13. They're in plus territory after a month.
Though, Mike. We got Australia, Georgia, Florida, Mexico. Damn, that's all I could see. It was pretty cool to hear that when I was out. I know Mike and I, we've been doing this for 2.5 years now, Mike, and
yep.
To have viewership now over the world, it's pretty cool.
It is very cool. Thank all for tuning in, for commenting. We got 2 minutes left in the fourth before I'm gonna head out into the bars and drink my sorrows away.
Yeah, like Mike said, though, we were launching the Real Media this week, and we got Mike's show coming up. You see here on the top screen. We'll have a video coming out promoing that. The Professional Fan, only professional takes with Mike Antonace. Can't wait for that. And we also, we announced this week on some social media, The Fix with Dan Malott and Chris Gerganis. Make sure you check that out. Dan and Chris will be doing a betting show. You can see their locks, darts, and parlays. It'll be sports betting. And also fantasy football as well. There's some fantasy sports action, all sports really. And so stay tuned for that, for The Fix. I know Mike and I are ready for that. And here's a little snippet of what that's going to be. I'm looking forward to that, Mike. That's going to be a lot of fun.
That will be a lot of fun. So if you're a sports bettor yourself, make sure you tune into that. That'll be a very, very interesting show with those two characters. Yeah, and I'm so glad you found us as well, Jenny, and Wahoo fan. Everybody tuning in. Thank you.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, Chris said he's already prepared to argue with Dan. So that's going to be...
Oh, that's great.
Mike knows how that goes.
Get your wallets ready. Best sports betting show on the internet. I'm allowed to say that. This is the internet.
I don't know two guys that are more plugged into that than in the betting than those two. I mean,
no, I don't either.
I was sitting there thinking about it for a second. I'm like, I don't know anybody. I mean, so stay tuned for that. Those guys, they are the gurus when it comes to sports betting.
The gurus. You'd rather fly in and watch the game on TV with your family and cousins? That's the way to do it. It's always fun with family and cousins, win or lose. With family, you can always go out and enjoy the town after. And Cleveland, I think we can all agree, is a very underrated city. Russell Wilson's under center, with Najee Harris lined up in the backfield. Toss play. Najee Harris breaks loose. First down.
I did watch the Hard Knocks. That thing, the other night, Mike. I watched the AFC North Hard Knocks. That was pretty cool watching that.
I haven't gotten around to it. It was good. You liked it?
Oh yeah, it was really good. It gave a lot of good insight, and
I heard the Browns weren't heavily.
Yeah, they weren't heavily in. There was a lot of Steelers and Ravens, or not Ravens, Bengals, and you kind of saw a difference in the cultures. I thought in the episode, just one coach a lot more of like an assassin that keeps the team on edge, and then one guy's a little more relaxed, and quarterback's Mr. Joe Cool, and you saw the result of that game last week, so
right.
It's doing a good job of showing kind of some of the ins and outs.
Well, I hope you tune back in, Wild Fan. We'll be back next week for play-by-play. We'll be here all season. Like I said, I will be running a show called The Professional Fan, in-depth draft and free agent analysis. It is the land that we love. I do not actually remember. Wait, yes, I do remember Double Trouble. Took me a second. And the Steelers are just going to kneel it out. The Browns fall to 3-10 on the season. Steelers remain get another win, 10-3, remain atop the division. Lose by 13. Once again, the Browns and the Steelers split their season. Steelers haven't won in Cleveland in like 5 years. Browns haven't won in Pittsburgh since 2003.
We won the playoff game, but yeah, not the regular season.
In regular season.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you being sharing it with anybody. We appreciate that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I'll be live tonight. Mike won't be there. He's got some other stuff going on. So I'll be live tonight with the guys. We're going to touch on the Browns a little bit. We're going to mainly get into this college football playoff bracket. I know there's a lot of hot opinions on that today and the format, how they went about it. So, and we're going to get through this Brown season. We only got a certain amount of weeks left, so, no more suffering. And then we'll go full-blown Cavs as well. So,
yes, we will.
Shout out to Jenny. Shout out to Wahoo fans. Shout out to Quevedo. Shout out to, let me go back up in here. We got a lot of Kristen was tuning in. Shout out to Kristen. To the Max, DG. Dan was in the house. I'm sure Dan will be on tonight. Jennifer, shout out to you. Avery, Nick, Alejandro. So, and all over the world today. So it was pretty cool.
Very much.
We won't have you tonight. We'll get your outlook real quick, bud. What did you think of the game today? I know you called it, but I mean, what's your outlook? I mean, the Browns right now and going forward for the rest of the season.
Like I said, the Browns just need to clean up a few things. I'm not as doom and gloom on them as most. You're going to get picks with Jameis Winston. That's just the way it is. That's always been the Jameis Winston experience. It's feast or famine. He only throws haymakers, doesn't know how to throw a jab. Let's see. I'd say, like I said, got to get younger at the old line. As sad as it says, Joel's time is pretty much up. Got to get a new center. Maybe you have that in Luke Whippler.
Yeah.
Offensively, though, I think you can make it work. Got to get maybe another defensive lineman or two. Really, one good offseason and you have a last place schedule next year, I think you'll be fine. Yes, I have been to the Flatiron in the Flats. It is a very nice place. I usually, when I go to drinking in Cleveland, I usually stay around St. Clair right by the stadium. So there's a Lebanese place down there whose name I can't seem to remember, but it's very good.
Yeah, Cleveland's growing. I mean, even where we are, we're not going to say exactly where we are for privacy reasons, but
we're not going to dox ourselves.
Yeah, but even like where Mike and I are, I bet you I know where Mike's going after this. I might pull up on him, but if you are going, I know you said you were, or are you just joking? Or
No, I'm definitely going.
Okay, yeah, I might pull up, but yeah, even like where we are, I mean, there's a lot of places that are growing. So, but yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna get into a little bit tonight. I've kind of backed off of Kevin Stefanski. I was hard on him at the beginning of the year, but I did my San Diego Browns video that kind of took the internet by storm for a lot of people, and at least I got a lot of feedback on that. And so, that video really describes what I think the bigger problem with the Browns is, kind of what I put here on the screen with Mr. Paul DePodesta. I think he's the biggest guy that has to go. I think Andrew Berry is just stuck in the middle. I don't think Andrew or especially Kevin has really had the autonomy to do what they wanted to do. Especially Kevin. I don't think Kevin, of course, what Albert Breer said before the season back in January, he never wanted to fire Alex Van Pelt either. So I don't think Kevin has had the full autonomy. I think this guy has had a lot of leverage in the organization. I think he'll be out of here, though. I think because he's got 1 year left, I don't think they're going to re-sign him, or at least they shouldn't. And so let Kevin and I guess let Andrew in a way, let them do their thing, So
I agree.
And probably get a new run game coordinator in here as well. I think they brought in a guy from UConn as a first-year run game coordinator to replace what's his name, Bill Callahan, the legend. But clearly that hasn't worked. They got to fix this running game. This is not the move. So, Nick Chubb's not a guy that you want to put in the gun constantly running the ball. He's got to go from side to side. You want a good running game, you got to start from downhill. He's got to be able to get a running start to the line of scrimmage. So that means more under center runs in the pistol, more gap scheme, which they don't have the I don't think the personnel and probably the coordinator to run that right now.
I agree. All right,
So,
folks. Like,
shout out to Mike.
subscribe,
Mike
share.
killed it today. Everybody show Mike some love real quick. Mike killed it today, so everybody show Mike some love.
Appreciate it. Well, folks, I will be back next week to call next week's game, and we will be calling the Cavs as they continue to roll. But thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.
Absolutely. Like, subscribe, share all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. We're out of here. Gone.
Later.